Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha, and I was on the ethers of Twitter and I seen this picture. It says 5 generations. You got right here the white grandmama on the recliner. I'm assuming that's her great granddaughter, and the great granddaughter's holding up the phone of her mother, which is probably the white woman's daughter. So all in all, if you look at the line that goes all the way down, it says right here, my man Saba posted, being alive to see your great grandchild an entirely different race is mad. What he's talking about is the mom is white, or the grandma is white, daughter is white, the granddaughter is white, and then you see that further down here, the great granddaughter is black with a kid that's black as hell. Now she got a little biracial kid in the mix, right? But she messed around with a nigga that was Kendrick Lamar complexion, right? So that's got to be crazy to live that long to actually see your great grandchild black as hell, probably named Jamarquavius or Daquan or Jaden, some shit like that. Yo, so we back in here. I had to take a break, and that was the intro. I'm gonna start doing those a lot, give y'all the intro, and you know what I'm saying, and then give you, like, you won't have to sit through the damn opening of my show, because I've been jumping into like a cold ass Russian pool, and y'all just be getting this. So now I'm gonna have to make y'all sit through my opening. YouTube actually recommends that I have an opening and with credits and all that shit. Now I don't do all that and haven't done all that, because when I first started, y'all niggas wasn't watching the videos longer than 30 seconds. So I started jumping into it head first, but now that I'm making a couple dollars off this shit, I figure I'll open up, and then I give you the intro credits, and then I give y'all the story. While I was also on Twitter, I saw, and this woman posts a lot of stupid shit. Her name is Ultra Dane at Twitter, so y'all go check her out. And I'm not saying that as it's a good thing. I mean, go check her out and harass her. But she posted a picture that says right here, King Tut's DNA is 99.6% matched with Western European Y chromosomes. That's not true. And everybody with a half-working brain knows that while white people did exist, they wasn't migrating out of them damn caves 3,500 years ago, or whenever King Tut was around. I want to say 2,100 years. White people hadn't really migrated out of Eastern Europe 2,100 years ago. We can knock that shit off. You wasn't traveling to hot ass sub-Saharan Africa. It wasn't happening. Now I know Egypt is in northern Africa now, but once upon a time, Egypt was actually the continental Africa. It wasn't just that little country. Right? There was upper and lower, and upper Egypt was at the bottom, and lower Egypt was at the top. And it ran all the way down. They ran empires even through Kush. If you read books, you would know that, right? And I ain't talking about, I hate saying Egypt, because that's not what they called it. It was Kemet. They didn't call it Egypt until Ptolemy conquered Egypt, the Ptolemaic Empire, and then subsequently the Asiatic Empire. Motherfuckers don't read books, so they don't know. But this woman ran with this bullshit, right? And she put in the captions, but yeah, no buts. The freaking guy was of European ancestry. Man, believe that all you want. Them ultraviolet rays would have killed him. And he lived to I want to say King Tut lived to be 11 until he was like poisoned or hit over the head. Well, I don't know. He was crippled, so I forgot how he died. I think he died from poisoning. But yeah, people just like to kick shit like they know stuff, especially on Twitter. It's like, it's toxic Avenger waste on Twitter, right? It's the most toxic app. I respect it because it's free speech, even though a lot of racist dummies say shit on there. But to say that the dude was European, that's not true. None of the pharaohs were European. I'll give you maybe Ptolemaic, which is early Greek, maybe. Even Asiatic, subsequently the fall of Egypt. But early on in its prominence, nah, everybody was of African descent. I know a lot of people gonna hit you with the Arab shit. That's not true. The Arabs hadn't conquered Egypt then. Matter of fact, I'll go as far as to say they might have been the last conquerors of the area where Egypt is. But yeah, between Greece and subsequently Rome. I don't know where the Arabs fit in the groove. But yeah, this notion that the Europeans, nobody from that little sliver of landmass that y'all call Europe was in Africa at no time during the prominence of the Egyptian Empire. Knock that shit off. I know you want to believe that. I know Hollywood makes you believe that. That shit ain't true. I'm just here to just reaffirm the truth. Now I might have been a little bit off at dates and times, but I wasn't off at in the least bit with Europeans. No Europeans had actually conquered Europe. That's a fact. Nobody. Akhenaten wasn't European. Amun-Ra wasn't European. Imhotep wasn't European. That's 1 and 2. Ramses wasn't European. And those are just a few of the Egyptian pharaohs that I can name off the top. So, yeah, people just be on Twitter just delusional. Any event, if you disagree, leave it in the comments and I'm out.